All right. This is a highly unusual request to stream on Tango Nation. Tango versus Tango. Tango Nation. Here we go, guys. You are officially Tango Nation now. I'm I'm gonna hop out of the party. I'm gonna hop out of the party, guys. Wow, those guys are squirrely to say the least. It is absolutely bananas. They just watched my shoutcast and decided to do a Tango versus Tango scrim. It will be phenomenal to watch. Now, this actually is, all kidding aside, going to be a really good match to watch. This is formerly the Flawless Mafia Pro Team over on the right, and let's see here. I'll take off this. Actually, I'm gonna take that off. Take reverse pick off. Take this off. Reverse. All right, let's get a little bit crazy with this overlay here. I'm gonna add. Let's add a text. I don't know what this team over on the left is a team that is being formed for next season. They're not currently in either of the seasons, but we'll see what they end up calling themselves later on. All right, so we got Tango Nation. Let me edit this a little bit. Turn the font size up. We'll do 48. And then we'll do, let's see. Sorry guys, my stream cut off there for a second. Tango Nation versus Tango Nation. There we go, boys. Tango Nation versus Tango Nation. It's going to get crazy. It's going to be absolutely bananas. Tango Master Nomad. Alright, thank you, Gunner. Alright, all kidding aside, this is going to be a very interesting match to watch. On the red side here, we have Team Diversity, who's a pro team we just played. False Memories just played them yesterday. It was a very close match, much closer than I would have liked, but we were able to beat them. Over on the blue side, we have a team that consists of a bunch of former pros who have all been on top teams previously that have decided to make a team for next season. They were unable to register in time for this season due to some clerical errors on their leader, their fearless leader here. This is Scrapyard. We'll see that most of the fighting is going to be taking place in this area right here that we're looking at. We do have a Toxic that has come up from Diversity and smoked out a very key building known as the 3-story or access point 3-story. So they've resided to the broken building or unfinished, halfway demolished building here. All 4 of them together, pretty risky, but I think they're going to get away with it just until that smoke clears. And now we see Mokut placing some mines, getting ready to set up in that 3-story, as we have Diversity setting up in yellow and their 3-story as well. Now, because they don't have a sniper on the side of Diversity, Total Reaction up on the top is going to have huge advantage. He can shoot through the walls with that sniper rifle, so if he does get a mark on any of these guys, he'll be able to shoot them through the walls, as long as he's on point and not trying to shoot through more than a single wall. So we have Brip and Namaste setting up in a 2-story building. It looks like they're going to be trying to get a push on that 3-story building as soon as they possibly can. Namaste is the trapper. You can see one of his traps down at the bottom beneath total reaction. Rec 9, I'm going to be calling him Supreme because that was his other account. Is kind of flailing. He doesn't really know where to go, and he gets taken down. But a headshot from total reaction. Great headshot. Mortar is going up from Mokut. Oh, he gets taken down. They were able to mark him, and that sniper, like I said, was just huge, taking him down through the wall. Now we got Namaste and Brip running, but we already have Moss over behind them. They're getting poked out. There's grenades going into the buildings. Not a good situation for Namaste or Brip to be in, as they're getting pinched from multiple angles now. Ling Lizzle over here, the scout. Ooh, good mine kill by Mokut on the Sandman. Ling Lizzle here is behind them, and if he capitalizes on that, it could be round over right here. Total reaction going to be trying to shoot at Brip. Through the wall. They are getting a pickup, which is huge. If they're able to get that pickup, it becomes a fair fight again, although they will be at a disadvantageous position. Big pickup there on Supreme, having a point man up. Now he's going to be going upstairs. No, he's sitting on the stairs, going to be trying to get a elevation on Mos. Oh, total reaction, just a monster on that sniper on this map. Able to get a headshot on Namaste. It looks like Moss is going to be setting up, maybe mining that building. He's dropping a mortar, I would assume, right in the middle of the screen right there. Yep, you'll see the big red circle. Ling Lizzle should get a kill here on Supreme. If he doesn't, I'd be very surprised. There he goes. Brip is the lone man. Let's see if we can check in on what it looks like for him. And he's just flailing, trying to run through a building. He's going to come up behind Ling, and he gets shot in the face. Good round out of diversity right there. They were really able to capitalize on the displacement from the smoke. Alright, I would expect either Mokut or Namaste to bring a sniper to counter total reaction, because if they don't, they're going to be at another disadvantageous position. Having no snipers on either side in this map is totally fine. Having a sniper on both sides of this map is totally fine, but having it on only one side does normally create a lopsided match. Now, I would expect, since they're electing... Oh, there's the sniper. So, oh, quick switch, and it looks like Supreme is going to go sniper. I have not seen this man snipe almost ever, so we'll see how this one works out for him, as I'm not expecting him to be as well versed in the ways of the sniper as total reaction, but he is a good shot, so we'll see. Never underestimate your opponents here. So I'm going to get set up. Looks like Diversity is doing an early drone, trying to again force them to a certain portion of the map. We have no drones coming up yet from Tango Nation. Tango Nation 1 versus Tango Nation 2. I didn't put the numbers on there, but... Let's see here. Got Brip taking yellow, Namaste taking garage. Supreme looks like he's going to push over to the 3-story potentially. And we got Mokut following up on yellow, it looks like. So what we have over here is 2, Ling Lizzle and Total Reaction, pushing Sniper Tower. Getting a sniper out there is huge because they can see almost all the buildings, except for maybe the first or second floor of a couple of the buildings. So once they get those marks, he will be able to wallbang them, take them out through the wall. Now, as we wait for something to develop in this match, I am going to hit up social media, try to get a little bit of people watching this, because it will be, it's actually a good match to watch, guys. Alright, let's see here. Let's go to streams and videos. Let's do an add everyone. Alright, looks like Moku was able to get a good grenade kill there. And now that I have sent those messages, trying to get a little bit more viewers, we'll see. I'll see what I can observe here. Namaste down in a very bad spot. He does have that mine protecting the door, so if they're able to get to him, they'll probably get the pickup unless he's marked as they do it. But Moss is pretty much looking directly at his body. Moku is standing on top of, is that Sandman's body? Yeah. Sandman's dead for the rest of the round, with Moku standing on top of him with a mortar. Not much diversity can do here. We do have Supreme in a very interesting spot trying to get into a sniper battle with Total Reaction. He doesn't have the high ground, so Total Reaction is able to sit on top of that building and kind of just move back and forth, and Supreme won't be able to see his head. So disadvantageous position for Supreme. I think he realized that, and now he's running, especially since the mortar almost takes him out. Good mortar out of Moss. Brip is sitting, being pretty much useless down on the bottom of yellow, so we'll see if he can actually grow a pair and start moving around. Because as of right now, he's doing his team absolutely no good, just sitting in that building where he is. Supreme going around. I believe they took off the health crates. They did take off the health crates, so he's not going to be able to regen his health at a health crate that is normally right there behind that radio tower building. It would be right there where he just went. So we got Ling in a very safe spot, not really doing his team a lot of good in terms of gun, but he will be able to continue to get the marks, and with Total Reaction in that advantageous spot on that that 3-story wall banging, that will be a huge thing. Now if Brip does get seen by that scout, Total Reaction will hit him through the wall and take him out no problem. Right now Moss is fighting for his life because Supreme is shooting through the walls at him. Mokut has line of sight from the 3rd story of that radio tower. So Moss is kind of in a sticky situation, but he does have that entire building to run around and try to hide in. Mortar's going up out of Moss. Let's see what he can get done here. Now, if he's able to hit that staircase right there, that will be a dead Mokut for sure. And that is going to be a dead Mokut. Oh, and it went through and damaged Supreme on the bottom floor. That was absolutely astounding. Sometimes their splash damage does go through buildings like that. It just depends on the building itself. So now we'll see a Brip and Mos come face to face. Mos handles them with ease with a SR635. Absolutely a demolishing round out of diversity. Good picking up of the slack after Sandman went down in that building by himself. They played it patient. They managed to find where all of them were, get a really great mortar out of Mos, and then capitalize. So it looks like Brip said no thank you to the sniper. Supreme said no thank you to the sniper. Mokut is going to take over sniper. Mokut, much more prevalent sniper in the community, so this should be a much more balanced matchup in terms of sniper versus sniper. And we'll see what each of these teams are able to do with fairly similar loadouts from each team. The only difference is that diversity is really favoring that scout and those marks for the sniper, which I am a huge fan of on this map, where it's close quarters and you can wall bang, or the sniper can shoot through the walls and get kills. Whereas Tango Nation, for lack of a better name because they don't have one yet, Supreme went for the Point Man. Point Man can't be suppressed like the other classes can, so in a straight up gunfight that is a huge advantage. But ooh, great toxic placement. Completely pushed Namaste out of that building and into a very disadvantageous position. However, Brip is covering him right now, so they're going to try to go around and get eyes on Namaste. I don't know if they know Brip is here. Brip is falling back to just be kind of a backstop because they know someone is coming. That grenade definitely is going to keep Rip there for a while, expecting someone to come up. Moss did a smart move by giving up his position, by throwing that grenade and then doubling back, so now they have no idea where Moss is. Sandman not doing his team much good except for covering that backside of yellow, which isn't in play really right now, and they should know that because they have... oh, their sniper is just now getting into position, so they wouldn't have known that yet. Namaste sees that mine. He's going to blow up that mine. Maybe he doesn't see the mine. Is that on the second floor? No, it's right. It's tucked around the corner. I don't know if he saw that mine or not, but he decided not to run in there and risk it. We'll see where this mortar is. Mortar's on radio, so that was just a random mortar because they didn't know where anyone was. And that was out of Brip because they thought they heard someone in the vicinity of that. So that was just a guess, really. All right, here we go. This is a rare look at the mini Tango in his natural habitat. Hey, buddy, can you wave right there? Can you wave? Can you wave at the camera? You see the camera right there? It can see you. Can you wave? Wave. Not your head, your hand. Wave your hand, dude. You're crazy. Here we have the mini Tango in his natural environment. Sandman did get dropped over here, and there's a smoke really cutting them off from doing anything. Mokut is trying to push up and maybe take control of this building. I'm not really sure what he's doing. He's planting mines, making sure they can't push him. Ling is on the outside. If he does see Mokut, Mokut's not going to have too much of a chance with that sniper up close unless he has that hipfire dot like a cheater. But we'll see what he has. Oh, big mine kill on Namaste right now. So they're going to know that people are in there. There's a little pistol battle. He gets taken down. Ling Lizzle is going to need to watch, and he gets destroyed. Good mortar. Nope, not perfectly placed. Oh, my goodness. It blew up a mine and took them out on the inside. So it's now just Supreme versus, I believe that was Mouse, and Supreme was able to win that. Oh, let me... Yeah, that's the game that I'm talking about, bud.
Yeah, but you're talking about that.
Yeah, I'm talking into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, leave this book here. I look funny? Thank you. That means a lot coming from you. Leave that there. No, leave it there. You bugger. Isn't it bedtime for you? I thought Mom already put you... Did Mom already put you to bed?
No.
No, she didn't put you to bed? You're crazy. You know that? Go. Go. Go to bed.
No.
Go hang out with your brothers. Go. I'll come tuck you in after this match. Go. 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 You're crazy. Alright, guys. Start of round 4. Diversity so far has been crushing it. But they did run into a little bit of issue there with the strong push out of Tango Nation. So let's see here. Let me edit this one to say.
What's that?
I'll make my my title look a little bit cleaner in the future. I just wanted to get the quick name swap after doing that actual match a little bit ago. Alright, so they have completely given up map control to Tango Nation. Diversity has really put themselves in a difficult situation here because they've chosen to ignore the city. That is a really interesting strategy, and we'll see how it pays off for them. They're going to rely on total reaction with that sniper wanting them to get in the buildings so that Ling Lizzle can get marks, and then they can wallbang using total reaction on that sniper. Mokut is going to have a huge advantage on total reaction as long as he remains unmarked, because he already knows where total reaction is and he can move around on that rooftop and not be seen without a mark. So they're planning to defend the sniper right now, waiting for them to push. Really putting all their eggs into the total reaction basket. Well, that's not necessarily a strategy that I would do, but it is a strategy that does potentially have a chance. Tango Jr. Yeah, shout out to my youngest son. Ooh, Moku gets destroyed. I'm not sure if he got marked or if that was just a lucky random shot through the corner of the building. He was standing in a very, very common spot to stand. So that might have just been a random wall bang there that got him taken out. You can see with this cover, you can move back and forth on this entire rooftop, and as long as you're not marked, he's not going to be able to hit you until you pop up to shoot. But he was standing in a very common spot to stand, and he just got tagged. Namaste does get the pickup on him, and slightly misplaced shot there from Total Reaction. This is a very stereotypical sniper fight. Total Reaction has the rock to keep in cover. He gets smoked out of there, though. Great frag grenades out of Ling Lizzle from the corner of that two-story. Really puts a damper on Tango Nation. Now we have Supreme, who's in a really good spot here, because if they move away from the position where they're in, he's going to be able to see it. I'm pretty sure he just saw Moe's, and he might get over-aggressive here, and Ling Lizzle could capitalize. He gets a couple bullets in him, but nothing really to speak about. And then, but he did leave himself exposed to Total Reaction there. Ooh, who'd they get? Who'd they pick up? So they were able to get a pickup on Namaste, and now they're going to be picking up, they pick up Brip. He got sniped, and now Namaste gets taken out. Brip, 1v4, not going to last very long. Really good round out of Diversity. Yeah, Gunner, Mokut's really getting outclassed by Total Reaction right now on Sniper, which is a little bit uncharacteristic for Mokut. But sometimes that's just how it happens. I think Mokut really excels in the wide open maps as a sniper, and he's struggling on the close quarters wall banging scenario that's going on right now. So it looks like Total Reaction again going to go Sniper, Sandman going on Toxic, Ling Lizzle sticking on his main Scout, Moss on Artillery again. Supreme going Scout, trying to get those marks from Mokut. I think that they realized that not having marks and having that sniper does not mix. So they're going to be trying to overpower Team Diversity using their own strategy. They do have one change where Namaste went Medic, and that Medic can be huge on this map. It is absolutely a Medic map. If you are good on Medic, I would consider playing it on this map, but it's not a necessity. It's all about how you play the map. If you're all going to be in different buildings, a Medic's big, because you can get pickups from building to building. If you're going to be in the same building, like they have been, I don't see it being that useful. So they're kind of giving up intel for the sake of that revive, meaning that I would expect them to spread out a little bit. Namaste pushing pretty hard. He's getting into Broken Building. Mokut going into Radio Tower. Brip looking to get set up, maybe in the 3-story, maybe behind 3-story. Putting some random mines there. Those random mines sometimes can be very effective, but not always. Namaste does a huge push on Sandman. Sandman's not having a good day. Mos is looking to counter kill, but he doesn't. Namaste again takes him out. They just didn't take building control when they had the opportunity. And now it's down to Total Reaction versus 4. So it looks like that medic switch up using that new vector was huge, but that wasn't necessarily them getting outplayed. That was more just a huge mistake of again sitting back and giving up building control, and then trying to creep into the buildings when they didn't have enough intel on where Namaste was. So if you're going to take buildings, you got to take them quick. Going in slow after the fact oftentimes will end up with you getting killed from someone sitting in a corner, a mine being placed somewhere, or someone on another building able to watch you ingress into that building. Let's see if Tango Nation pulls out the exact same thing. They do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Team Diversity does pull out the exact same thing as well. See how this plays out for them. Now, if I'm Diversity here, I'm going to push a lot harder into those buildings and make sure that I don't let them get set up in the buildings or push to our buildings and really cut off the entire map from me. I would expect the exact same style out of Tango Nation here, because they just destroyed a round in about 45 seconds with it. And these are creatures of habit over here. If it worked once, they're going to try it again and again and again until it doesn't work. You see that they do tend to get stuck in their ways. They don't mix it up very often. It takes them about 2 or 3 rounds of losing to realize that they need to change something. But then they change it to quite effectively. So Namaste got flushed out. He's into the corner of garage. Not a great place to be. Sandman pushing into the city, not as quickly as I would have liked for them to get into the 3-story, as he is now in the most vulnerable building in terms of having no walls and being able to be seen. Really interesting push coming out here from Diversity, flanking around the right side. Looks like they're going to try to get into the 3-story. We'll see if that works out. No, that looks like they stopped. They're waiting to get some intel and probably try to kill Namaste first before they push into there. There's going to be a gunfight here in just a second. Let's see how this plays out. Get a front row seat for you guys. That is not an advantageous fight for a sniper, but he does manage to duck away and gets taken down. I don't know why he would try to contest that versus a really good up-close gun like that. Mokut's able to take out Mos, who was sitting in the back over here in the middle of the screen now. So again, Diversity tried something different, and I don't think it worked out for them because they were pushing with their sniper. If you want your sniper to be in that building, you really, really need to get a good gun in there to clear it for you, and then have the sniper come behind and leave mines in his trail. So we have it looks like that's just going to hit the top of the building. That was gas to hit the top of the building, and then a mortar on the outside. Namaste is being choked out by this gas. He is able to get out of it. And now Sandman is in a very tough situation where Mokut is able to wallbang him. There's going to be flashes coming in. There's going to be frag grenades coming in. If he can manage to avoid being flashed, he will be able to have that advantageous position on stairs until Mokut manages to wallbang randomly and hit him. So all tied up here between Tango Nation and Diversity. Really great match to watch. Not a whole lot of mixing up the classes though. We saw Tango Nation come out with Stuck in the Mud the first couple rounds, get dominated, and then just copy the team that they were up against with one tweak, and now they're doing it better. Having Mokut on the sniper finally is really paying off, and having the scout to get those marks for him is really the key to using a sniper on this map. It looks like Diversity is giving up the sniper, and they're going for a straight up gunfight, since so many people have switched away from those big SR635s. 3 SR635s coming out from Diversity, though that is by all metrics the strongest gun in the game right now. So using all 3 classes that can use that gun is going to mean that they are looking for a straight up gunfight, and we'll see how that can work out for them. Mokut does get tapped by that mortar. It was a little bit far in front, so he doesn't get more than really a glancing hit off the first landing of that mortar. And we see Diversity being much more aggressive and getting into yellow and taking over that building control. But again, we see the same aggressive style of taking multiple buildings out of Tango Nation. So now Namaste is pushing into a building that already has 2 people into it. So it looks like he will get taken out quite rapidly. Ling Lizzle able to make that happen. And they're cutting off Mokut from radio tower. Huge move there. Really, really great use of the toxic ability by Sandman. We do have Brip over here on the side and Supreme in the middle. Supreme is in his scout trying to get marks for Mokut so he can start wall banging. But on the flip side, they don't have any mines right now set up. Okay, Brip just laid his first mine, but it's not in a building. That's cutting off like a flank route, really. That's not a main transit route by any means. So Mokut is going to be setting up his mines in radio tower. He will now have a fortified position that will be quite hard to kill him But they do still have that toxic, and using that toxic can flush him out of the building completely, making him an easy target. It looks like the Diversity Scout has found Mokut, and now I would expect the toxic to hit that building the next time it is available. Oh, they were able to mortar that building. Looks like they just missed the opening to that doorway, but doesn't matter because Mokut's on the first floor anyway. Oh yeah, Namaste definitely put them into a situation, being the medic who just went down. Mokut trying to scrape back, and he gets a kill against Sandman on the other building. Now that will be an easy pickup as long as he's not seen getting to him. However, Supreme just put up his drone, so it looks like Moss will get marked here. Now Moss is going to have to fight for his life, or dance for his life rather, as Mokut tries to wallbang him. It looks like he's unmarked, and now they are trying to mortar the stairwell to hit the second floor, but he's on the first, so it's not going to affect him. Total Reaction needs to do something here. He's sitting here camping a spot that's not really going to be used. You see Supreme going up trying to get that res on Namaste, and Total Reaction should be there for that, but he's just not going to. It's going to be Ling Lizzle by himself on that stairwell looking for Supreme. Now Total Reaction might realize he's out of position. We'll see if he can move and get around behind him. They completely gave up the body. Once Supreme realizes that he's alone in this building, that's a free pickup on Namaste. Massive misplay out of Diversity there, giving them the free res on Namaste. Absolutely a terrible play there out of Diversity. And then the Ling Lizzle gets hit. It looks like he just put his drone up, and Supreme was able to hear it. So Total Reaction now. Ooh, Brip gets a good kill. Moss gets a good kill on Brip. Ooh, shooting through the window randomly killed that drone out of Moss. That's going to be a huge setback. Mokut has moved, and he's now on top of the 3-story looking to wallbang Moss. Total Reaction, I don't think they know where he is, but he's not doing his team much good now. They were able to get the pickup with the medic drone on Brip, and Brip is now teabagging away on, or Moss rather is teabagging away on Brip's face after dying a second time to Moss. So still 2 versus 3 here. Total Reaction in a bad spot. Alright, Total Reaction trying to play the camp game, and hopefully he can get around behind him. Looks like the 2 versus 2 now. Oh, he does. He manages to pick off Mokut as he was going for the pickup. Supreme does mow him down with that scout's gun on the stairwell, so now he's going to have a free pickup on Mokut. Let's see how far away it's going to be turned into a 2v2 again. From a 1v1, 2v2. Ooh, mortar coming down is going to stop Mokut from picking up Namaste. Although it looks like it's misplaced. No. There we go. That was actually a double use of their drone's abilities. A mortar to get them away from the body, and then as they're running away, they use the toxic to try to flush them out of the building completely. So now we have Supreme on the back side here in his drone, trying to find out where they are. And we have Sandman trying to make sure he has eyes on Namaste's body. Now Supreme is electing to stand right inside that red circle, so he will have damage coming down on him. Sandman gave up his position to see, so they no longer have eyes on Namaste's body. He's trying to creep around the corner there. He might be able to see it, but this box right now is keeping him from getting any shots. Mokut knows where he is, and he's going to try to take him out. Ooh. Just testing the waters here, Mokut. Trying to make sure that he's not going to get shot as he goes for this res. One bullet is really enough to take him down. I don't like the fact that Sandman and Moss are both trying to watch that res, and they weren't able to do it because they were too afraid to really get in a position where they could see the body effectively. Sandman right there is where he should have been. He would have been able to see that body from there. Moss, on the other hand, he could have pushed around, and he could have taken an advantageous position over here on this 3-story. But instead, they kind of just sat back and waited. Sitting back and waiting is really what Diversity does, and against a team that doesn't make those mistakes when they push, it's going to be difficult for them to overcome. Now we have Brip not going to get picked up here by the medic yet. Looks like now he's going to get picked up. Brip is picked up, and there's a mine there. Instantly dying, just murdering his KD. Good job by Mose taking out Mokud on the side. That's a big kill. Now we got Supreme versus Mose is going to happen here in a second. No, it looks like Supreme is playing it safe. Mose went back up to the second floor. He does have that mine protecting him. So he has a mine protecting him. They're going to try to frag him out of there. He's going to lay down. Oh, I think Supreme might have seen him right where he went. If not, that drone definitely did. He saw him. They're shooting at him. Mose is the man to get this done here. If he's able to potentially get up to the 3-story, because I don't think they have any frags left for him. If he can get up to 3-story, he might be able to take out Namaste and at least see when Supreme runs into the building. Now I'm going to take this little lull in the activity to say thank you for watching, guys. Please do hit that follow button. I am just now starting to stream more often and get my followers up, so that means a lot to me if you do that. Mose fails a grenade and almost kills himself. That's not what you need to be doing with your few grenades that you have left. Supreme looks like he might have failed a grenade and tried to kill himself. You do have limited resources here, so if you're not running full bags, you have 2 frag grenades each. From all the classes that we see here, only 2 frag grenades and either 2 mines or 2 flash grenades. Thank you, man. That means a lot to me. So I'm gonna be huge kill there out of on Supreme by Moss. If he remembers where Namaste was, he's gonna be in an advantageous position. Ooh, almost gets taken out. He's going for the pickup on Sandman, maybe. Oh, he should have gotten that pickup on Sandman. He would have already had it, but he's trying to bait out the fight. Good flash by Namaste. He's flashed right now. Medic is going to be picking up Supreme, not the one I would have potentially grabbed Moku to really flush him out of there, knowing that he's behind there. But Supreme will be able to use that drone to pick it up. And now it is almost unsurmountable odds for Mose. He did have the 1v1, but they rapidly turned that into a 3v1 again. And I don't see him getting out of this one alive. He would have just seen Namaste there. To finish my earlier sentence, as we watch Mose get mowed down by Supreme, I absolutely thank you for that comment. I will be doing this as often as I can. Really, I enjoy commentating. This is literally only the second one that I've ever commentated. So I'm going to be trying to do some commentary videos on a lot of different scrims. If any team will let me do their commentary, just let me know. I'm going to be advertising that in the Ghost War League Discord, as well as on the False Memories public Discord as well. Because this is something I enjoy doing. It's pretty fun watching and seeing how the match plays out from the Skycam. Alright, do or die time for Diversity. They do know how to perform under pressure, but oftentimes they retreat and get less aggressive in these situations. So we'll see if the same thing happens and how Tango Nation is able to overcome it. Right now, Tango Nation really just overpowering them these last couple rounds and outmaneuvering them, being able to get pickups, whereas there's not nearly as many pickups on the side of Diversity. Even like that last round, we saw Moss had the pickup on Sandman. He elected not to go for it, trying to get to bait out the 1-versus-1 gunfight. Didn't work out for him. Namaste wasn't willing to push that without having good intel on where he was. And that's why where a more campy team like Diversity in the red is going to be at a disadvantage against a more experienced team that we have out of Tango Nation in the blue. Because if they don't have good intel, they're not going to push into the traps that Diversity is setting up. With the exception of Supreme, who is going to push into any situation ever. just as I had suspected. Very, very passive play out of Team Diversity here, taking the broken 3-story with 3 of their members, not really able to do much from that situation other than hope that they push you. Ling Lizzle is throwing some flashbangs, trying to... Oh, and a good frag. Not quite going to get a kill there. We have total reaction on the back in the toxic class. So that's not necessarily the most advantageous class to be in the back like that. He is a more long-range shooter, so maybe he's expecting that 635 to be able to get it done from across the map, which it definitely can do. But it's not going to be the most advantageous position for a class like that. And now we see the ants scatter as the toxic comes in and flushes them out. They were not able to capitalize on Moss running across the street. He gave up his position pretty hard there. But Supreme and Namaste were not really in a position to capitalize on that, which I believe if you're going to toxic out a building where 3 of them are, you need to have people ready to get that kill. Namaste going to push and kill Moss. That's a big one down. Moss is by far their best gun in terms of gun player. He gets picked up and he's probably going to get put down. Oh, he gets around a box. He has a little bit of cover. Namaste might not know exactly where he is, and he does. Moss gets dropped again by Namaste. Supreme going to be looking to get a kill through this back window. He might be able to see Ling Lizzle, depending on if he goes downstairs to that window. He does have a window right there, so he can see Ling Lizzle. I don't think he's seen it yet. There we go. As soon as he spots him, it's gone. Gets shot in the face. So now we have total reaction and Sandman sitting in the back. They have one person down, Brip. He was trying to climb up and got taken down by total reaction over here on the far side of the map. Let's see here. We got Supreme droning them out right now. We're going to have Moku likely climb... I was expecting him to climb up to the top of the 3-story to get an angle, but it looks like he's going to be pushing around into the field. Namaste able to get a long-range kill with that SR635. Great gun. Supreme now pushing, and looks like Sandman does have an advantage on him, but he decides to retreat instead and gets shot in the back as Supreme is climbing up the rock. Very, very interesting situation there. Certain people, if they have just a little bit of lag, they're able to climb and shoot at the same time on the animation, which will really throw you off guard if you're trying to shoot back. In that situation, it didn't change much just because Sandman was running for his life just to die tired by Supreme shooting him in the back of the face. So there we go, a couple mistakes out of both teams. Made it closer than it should have been, but ultimately, once Diversity got put into a corner, they decided to roll over and die instead of continuing to play that aggressive style that they were in the beginning rounds when they were doing well. So they lost their confidence over time, and that ended up shooting them in the foot. Ultimately, great game. Sandman, not a great game. He's a better player than the 1-9 score. I expected more out of him, but it happens, man. Sometimes you just have a bad game. Brip, not a great game out of him either. I would have expected more out of him. But these were 2 good teams going at it. Tango Nation just managed to edge out Diversity in this one. So thanks for watching, guys. But I'm going to be hanging out with my family, putting my kid to bed. Great match to watch. Great match to commentate. Hit me up if you ever want me to commentate your scrims or your pro or D-League matches. I will be available most times of the day, every day. This is something I really enjoy doing, and if you have any feedback, send it to me on Xbox Live or on Discord. Up at the top left of your screen, straight up there, you'll see the False Memories public Discord. Please go ahead and join that so you can come and talk with us whenever you have the tickle to come and talk to us. Also out there is the False Memories Twitter. Go ahead and tweet at us, and we'll make sure we follow and retweet. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and follow.